K on the track.
Yeah, yeah. Money coming, money go, yeah. People coming, people go. If you sneaking on the low, yeah, I can't rock with you no more. Money coming, money go, yeah.
Welcome back to but yeah, we just say flow right now. This is my favorite part of the segment where we just it's like open packing. You know, open floor, open court, whatever term you want to call it.
No, open it all the way though.
Yeah.
Crack it open, leave it.
Just give it a lean.
Let's go with that. Crack it open. This is crack it open. This is
This is the segment.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
Crack it open.
Yeah.
Can't let out all the skeletons.
No,
Keep some.
I need that stick first. So, what do you think about the opening and everything, right? Since the pandemic gone, everybody feel, what are the word again?
Bogwitty.
Bogwitty.
We don't feel it with they.
With them with them bogwitty, right? How do you feel the atmosphere right now with everybody in them bogwitty right now?
It changed. The party scene definitely changed. It has definitely changed since before COVID. Like, you wanna, lock up people or lock up Belizeans especially. Wanna let them go after that. Like the first few events they make out harder, but I'm glad that now we have some restraint, like attending a few events over the past few months, we have some restraint now, We still do the Belizean thing overdo it, but we don't go to the real extent. Like first we would rock lads, we would do real craziness.
A lot of house parties.
We would rock lads first, we would do the most.
Belizean, you don't do it till you overdo it.
Exactly, we're not done till we overdo.
I feel like everybody did take advantage now because like they must say, okay, well, what if we have another spike and it was shut?
They shut everything.
Also, I don't nothing.
Nothing.
All in.
Box to the wall, let's get it.
Bring up
Guys,
every
I never
event.
know
You
what
know, like
happened
it's like
again.
everybody have a major event.
Exactly.
You know what I feel like we're ironic? The fact that I know going into this pandemic, a lot of people had the preconceived thought that, man, once this get over with, a lot of people will start, save more, keep their thing to themselves, and we'll be about growth and self-worth. And then when door open up,
When they open up, where you to say?
Active.
Every night is a
that just ironic to me, like having all the women lock up in the free house,
Every day
like
that drink.
that's the way they really play, like
Every day
right.
is a drinking
Not
day,
now,
like,
when
What are the way term?
everybody just have this idea now that okay, when even no one, COVID and government are shut down everything, so make the best of every day. Monday that drinking day.
Tuesday that drinking day. Wednesday.
Alright.
Every day ending in
my
Y.
favorite things about adulthood, and I'll lie to you, since I've gotten here, that one of my favorite things about adulthood. I could drink on a Tuesday and nobody care.
Yeah.
Don't nobody care except maybe my mom.
It's your choice.
You know,
I mean, yeah, it's
'Cause
true. You have
choice.
the freedom to do
everybody
it.
have this since COVID. Everybody have this conception that it's a life, that it's one life, it's all we got. We don't know if you're dead, and that true life is short, and we have to be appreciative. You have to be thankful for what you got, everything you got. But people got this same conception that this is life, this is it. So I either go all out or I don't go at all. So
That's an interesting thing when you said that two people said the same exact thing, that life is short, you have to appreciate life, but at the same time one they say, man, life is short, maybe we should, we should look out for the family. What are people that like life short?
when he think
That's your perception.
I heard
That's
this,
the perception.
I don't know who trademarked this saying. I don't know about who said it. And I hear it whenever I'm sad, whenever I'm down, whenever I'm having a sad girl day, I bring this back. Life that we live can't be. I think that's far down so. And I hear life that we live can't be.
Can't
See why here? Can't be. You can't life that we live.
Can't keep.
So you get up every day and tell yourself life that we live. You
Yeah,
can't
sure.
be. You can't, and can't be means like you just have total disregard for life. Can't means that you can't really stress yourself about the things that you can't control. You can't. If you can't change it in the next 30 half an hour, this next hour, the next 5 hours, if you can't change it, then you no stress, you don't worry yourself
So
too much
that's the
about it.
Belizean Hakuna Matata.
Yeah, basically that.
You can't
Belizean. You
KB.
can't KB.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
I don't know what life stuff it is.
Yeah.
I think Belizeans think that way now because like during the pandemic, like even people where we wouldn't feel just smell at us up on. They was up on. So
Yeah,
we're
that
like,
is
you
true.
know,
That is true.
so we're like, you know,
Man,
well,
what?
we just have to
Man.
live it because, you know,
You'll never know.
Right.
you
You never know, like I said.
Yeah.
Just
like
like
the,
that.
Definitely,
the
definitely.
healthiest of people just,
I
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
resonate
Yeah.
to that car. I definitely lose a few
Yeah,
quite
yeah,
a few
but
points,
every-
man, so.
I don't
People
know.
won't even expect.
That's true. I
I
don't know
think-
nobody with at least our family member
Everybody
or a
take-
close friend.
everybody
Yeah,
take
like
what blow in
Yes.
the pandemic.
Yes.
Yep.
So
Definitely.
after the pandemic, it was like, you know what?
We need to free up. We need to
We
enjoy
don't-
yeah.
ourselves.
Because, you
Yeah.
know, you know,
We take
everybody-
classes, L's after
That
L's
is
after
true.
L's. And see, wait too, we can't still take L's. So everybody the same might as well we enjoy it while we can.
We still take classes.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm glad outside of the pandemic too, as well. I just want to big up we right now because outside of pandemic, these platforms become reality. The people get to express each and any and everything what they want to say without any regard for how people might receive it, how people might react to it. It's more like, to me, post-pandemic, it beg people to start to have more conversations about more tougher things in a life where before that, you just left it alone and be like, well, that's how you go anyways, you know, you come, you go, you know, really to watch no face like that, but you know.
I get what you just said, really, because see, wait too, mental health, that one of the things. Like,
Oh,
as
yeah.
I believe, as black people, as I believe in culture, as the older people there, like, I couldn't go tell my granny I'm depressed. Or I feel that type, but I feel that way. But you feel
Yeah.
that way about when you depressed about.
Yeah, that way.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
The cause of the
spend all the time on your phone, that's
Yeah. Occupy your mind.
Correct.
Alright, and since the pandemic, it forced all of us to become a lot more open to a lot of tougher topics, you know, a lot of things that we need to talk about, a lot of the more sensitive topics.
Real.
Speaking of that, in terms of like being young and being depressed, like I know not that depression is serious and it could happen to anybody, young or whatsoever, right? But one I'm up on a bus the other morning, right? And I had a coffee. So I just overhear this conversation. I never had nothing else. I never do nothing else
Give
at
me
the
the
time.
man, when I say give me the tea, give me the man.
So no, this, you know, I could. It's very clear that two young ladies were, they are late teens, probably 20 at the most, and the young lady talk about her stress where she had to go through with her and her boyfriend at the time, where he apparently they have a fear he need cheat whatsoever. She thought the way how she talk, the way how she sung, the stress in her voice, like she up on the edge. And I just think to myself, I need about in the conversation and I need to want to turn around and tell a young lady, you young.
You're too young for that.
You too young for that. It really not serious at this age. I understand love, you know, have just show no face. Who is me to tell you that you're not in love? I don't know, but at the same time, you're too young for that. You have too much time ahead of you. You have your future.
Yeah.
There's no reason to have one nigga have you down to that extent that where you sung.
But you bring up a good topic,
No,
G, because
but
you
yes.
dip on the bus and you had the instinct to want to say something.
I had the
But because
instinct.
of certain societal norms where we
Exactly.
conditioned to,
You force
you
yourself
couldn't
to know.
even butt in for say because
Maybe
you
you
the
should.
work
Yeah.
as important as it was for you to give she that
Yeah,
lesson at that time.
yes.
You have to be PC, you know, because you're like, well, shit. I never tell you nothing, because maybe you know I received this the
Next
right
thing she
way.
turn around and
And
tell you,
this-
man,
but- man,
exactly.
when you just look out for
Exactly,
But,
exactly.
but maybe that exactly what she mean if you have.
Really?
Yeah.
That I think though.
That's right there. In hindsight, is always
Yeah,
2020.
yeah,
so,
exactly.
yeah, like say
I
you
mean,
wrong
but-
for never say something, but
I mean, but you can't judge somebody even by their age because some people's life is different for some.
Yeah.
Depends on how we raise up. Because if I was raised up with, I'm married, like my mom, my pa married for so many years. My first love, I would have said, okay, I want to be like my pa. My mom, so I would take that dramatic. But if I was raised up single parent now, I could think different. I'd be like, okay, well, it's okay. I'm
Yeah, I
gonna
love
move on
it. This
eventually.
time,
That is
exactly.
Yeah.
That's a-
Because
that's a
I'm
good
gonna
point.
move on
Yes.
eventually, you know,
Yes.
and get to somebody else.
Mhm.
But if you raised up right now, you'd be like, well, I want this work out. And then you try be the fool and try fix it.
No,
You
that
accept
way
a
you
lot
say
of
no.
things where you don't need
The
to accept.
sensitive-
You have an idea
Correct.
where you want, you uphold this fairy tale that you're mine. You think you're mine, you're perhaps, because in our reality, what you say and what happened behind closed doors are two different things. So you try to hold
Some
this,
people play
this
happy.
falsity,
and
exactly.
Some people really
So
are
people
happy.
really unhappy in their marriage and you try to
Yeah.
hold.
That and next thing. Because also you never know what happened behind closed doors. And again, it kind of circle right back to the perception of not only social media, but just what you see on a whole, right? Because it's as fine as it is to hold, I feel like there's an extent to keeping a life private. I feel like abuse and things like that should never be private. If minute they try put their hand by you, make everybody know when know, because you never know what happened to you down the road. You could say, man, I just this one time, and then eventually, like for some reason, I don't know. I know I said it's smart, but like they got this meticulous way how they want to do it slowly. Like make you get used to that without you even realize that you get used to that.
Yeah, like you get used to the apologies and be like,
Exactly.
oh, I'm sorry. It don't happen next time. And then when it happen the next time, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and before you know it, you look for dead.
Again.
You know, and then you have to plead to people, and then people again, you know, people got
society, they're
you
just feel like
and that, you know, that's simple, man. So I feel like
that's simple,
speak up the minute you get a chance, fit.
In terms of that bad mind where society have that, like when people mention shit like when one young lady would have come out and said and get raped or something like that, now people will be like, what you do for get raped or what you may have on
Yeah.
what you may do out at that time there.
Or like sometimes honestly though, like when the young girl go missing, right? I hate that yes, some of them do just me go and then we don't know the scenario. We don't know if they escape something terrible from their life and then you don't find comfort. But most of the time, the first reaction people are, oh, the guy, man, you didn't know if, like, this is before they get found, you know. You didn't know if this guy get chopped up so well.
Yeah.
But the first thing you assume, oh, they do it today, they gotta get, man. No, man. You look, be concerned because as a parent, or even if you're not a parent, you know a child or somebody. Imagine how your mom would have feel. Imagine how your father feel like you gone so well, they don't know where you there.
Yeah.
Sympathize for that and try, and if you know, help.
Empathy,
we need
lack
to
empathy.
address that for real.
Belizean people lack empathy.
Empathy, we do because on the flip side of what you just say, they got some parents who are like, well, one way for land and not the hard way. I can't talk to he, I can't talk to she. You understand? But we can't. To me, then I feel like we defeat the purpose like that. Then,
But
they're not all, and I said they're not all upon the parents, they're not all upon the child. Our level of balance, so we have to keep in terms of communication. If something that bother you, we have to be able to speak up, and we can't be afraid for any reaction.
Oh, yeah.
So even if your mom act negative to it, that don't mean you have to act negative today. You still could control the situation and be like, yo, I just tell them what they going me or no. Now they ask for no fee. You know? That one.
Parents, we need to listen more.
Correct.
We can't just look on. I feel like that's the next thing locally where we always have that either the parent, either the authority. You can't vex. You can't vex that. The word.
The number one slang. I bring me in this world. I could take you out.
Well, one like me, I bet my mom know. Please do. Please, you brought me
Shout
here.
out to moms, we know
Moms, you know they can't do that.
Well,
Carry the
no.
time.
Respect to the mothers. Respect the mothers.
Not really. Well, see, the thing is with me, right? I'm a mom. And I always say, like, I have to raise my girls as I'm their best friend. Because, you can't trust people like that. Even your friend, they're not really your friend half the time. You know if somebody that your friend when you're in your worst situation.
Yes.
Yep.
Because they must still be there.
Yes.
But then if I today and my daughter could tell me anything, you could tell me anything, then that means, when you even at your worst, going through that depression mode by yourself,
Yep.
I trust anybody because I don't bring anybody around you for say, you trust a person. And this is what happen when these young girls, like, they go missing, and that because they don't have that person to talk to, one.
Yeah.
And the way how you raise them too.
True.
Because if you raise them to trust anybody and be like, anybody could come, you can hang at your house, blah, 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 blah. And that way how they feel that somebody just come off there right there and take that.
Yep.
They will take
Yep.
that and go.
Yeah.
They don't know what it go on because that's the way you raise your child. And the first thing that come out of the parent mouth was, oh, she know what that. Or, you know, that is how she want. But
That society.
Do you
and
take
religion.
that
Society
man?
on a whole.
do you take that
that's
man,
right,
like,
accountability.
You take that accountability and say, you know, if I'm do this different.
Maybe family did it more.
Maybe if I'm a them more.
Yeah.
Understand my daughter. Especially if you have a female as if you have a daughter.
You can't discredit the males too.
I mean, you can't discredit the
Because they want
males.
to be
Males
good man,
go treat
they want
males
man.
go
Can't
treat
discredit
just
the
as
males
much
either.
as
Sure.
Some people, some of the young boys, they
Because-
feel empowered, you know.
Yeah,
But,
some moms don't take attention because they say, oh, nigga, boy, he want to raise himself.
Yes,
That
yeah.
Papa, he
He
will
want
handle it.
He want to raise
Exactly.
himself. But
And
no, he go by what society is showing
When
him.
I
And
look on the statistics too, the suicide rate for males
Yeah,
it's
much
much
higher.
higher than for
Because
women.
we get conditioned for not expressing
That's
ourselves.
ourselves.
The
Yeah.
minute
Yeah.
you cry, the minute you show emotion that you say like, you
Yeah,
even
we-
not
Wrong.
Like
you know,
yeah.
It's like you mentioned Afcom, there is a baby mama, baby daddy epidemic.
epidemic like a
Yeah.
We know the address.
No, but like for kids,
In
right?
terms of-
If you watch kids right now, like I see like many children, 2-3-year-old, that tell them, you know, for cry, you know, boy.
You know, boy,
Yeah, you know,
yeah.
boy, you cry,
Yeah.
but thing
Yeah.
I'm moving.
they have a lot of
Males not allowed to be
is-
vulnerable.
I
That's
feel
what
like
I
that
Yeah.
especially is detrimental to we society because if men would be able to just, you know, feel more comfortable to express themselves, to talk to you, tell them what going on.
That's something we
have a
trickle down.
society would have flow better.
That's something
would
we trickle down from, you know, the older times
Yeah.
where a man had to be like,
That's
you know,
something
man
that
had to
we-
be
that we
like
grew
basically
up
like a caveman then.
Yeah, we already alpha all the time.
Yeah, alpha like
We
whatsoever.
like feed,
But,
we like work, we bring you you
yeah.
cook, you clean, you this, you
Yeah.
that. Why we just sit down out.
But in terms of this day and age,
Everybody have a
Yes.
norm. That's right.
Your norm as a female is to, you know, clean, wash, cook. And what is the male's norm?
Yeah.
Sit
You know,
down.
but
Breadwinner.
if you teach
Go
your
to
son to
work.
do all of that, don't you think, you know, the future
Yeah, value yourself
Yeah.
more. Yeah, know that
More.
he can't make this lady take her like just
That's
because
right.
he need her.
No,
You
indeed.
know, he worked 2 years. You employ
Work.
her that time.
And
Of
you got-
understand
yeah, of
that
course.
she does not need a man to survive.
Yeah.
That a man is a luxury, and you employ her son. See, you have to make
Yeah.
it know that you don't need a woman.
That's
and
right.
it's-
And you not also don't expect woman for like,
Exactly, if you do
jump
everything
into that
for you
role.
to be your man,
Exactly.
jump in there and
That's
be
right.
your man.
Yeah.
And especially for women too, that they expect, there are certain women who expect men to just offer them this soft life,
I
as
like-
now they call it this soft life.
I
A
like-
man no entitled to provide you with
No,
this soft life.
yeah.
You
we
know
there
they
on
have to
we
do
there on the
work.
same page. I like we there on the same page, and I want this, you know, this discussion reach out there. You know, it might not change the way how people live, but at least give an enlightenment to,
Yes.
you know, what's
Yeah.
happening every day in this society. Because then, you know, there's a lot of families, and I even want to classify it as the south side, because there's on our side, not so east west
Yeah.
whatsoever, but they have a lot of families that grew up in a like one state, one belittled mind frame where, you know, it's messed up, like whereby they have mothers where they literally send their daughters out there. If you go mess with that one day, yeah.
Because you
You know,
money.
yeah, the money. We could
Yeah.
bring out the money back here in the house, make it back. Tell her we need groceries or something.
Yes.
To that extent, there. They got woman. I don't even say woman. They have parents where see their son, they go the wrong way, they hang with the wrong crowd. Or you go and rob, you know.
Or
Once
I
you
go
come
and
home,
get
you
yourself
come
the
home,
money
you come
and
home
go
and bring
back.
her money. Well, they fine. Hey, you gonna rob who such and such, you know, man.
You
They
see
bring
the-
home money.
Sorry, bro. Sorry for cutting you off, but you see the video the other day, like not the other day, but like maybe a month or so back, where they had the Lee boy, where the man set you up for thief the bike. Remember they had surveillance on that. I'm not sure exactly.
And
how
about I think I see the video with that boy.
that where the Lee boy they
It's
had
happening
it.
Out this street, right?
Belize.
Out this street, right? Out no
I
city.
think I ain't not sure if
Oh,
that's
this
city
shit.
or either city
You know
or.
what?
But you know
Yeah.
matter that within the country, right? But
I recall. I
this
think
man-
I think I saw the video.
basically force her child to commit a crime. Like he thief this bike for them. And this get caught by camera, and after that no what man said you think this Lee boy was there? Like immediately I just miss. I mean, immediately get sad because I feel like shucks, this young man ain't got a chance.
It already they get influenced the wrong way.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing too, cause right locally, right wrong about, like I say it that way, they're wrong about. They have children where they get coerced into shoplifting by their own parents. You know,
Definitely.
That's why
you know, when we walking at the shop, you don't
take
take
this
that
and you
this and
Then when they're at jail, they're up on news like, oh my God, I don't know when my son
my son was so
innocent, you know.
Innocent and...
I think that like for give an analogy of it, that like, you know, malignant cancers. Like wali white lie, wali petty offense. That's right now. That's right now. You know, it hard right now, so I don't mind now for the thief. Fuck, we're not gonna feed. And I'm not for the rob. Fuck, we not can't pay the rent, you know. And then malignant tumors and acid just grow. And then next thing you know, he dead. Next thing you know, he dead at jail. Next thing you know, he killed somebody, whether I'm a fucking relative to his same, where you never know. And then that we react to it. Instead of we be
take accountability.
instead of we be proactive, we be reactive to shit.
Like what you just said, my granny always had us be what I was saying. Like she say start from small, like you would say. She used to really like, you couldn't tell. You had to be honest as a child growing up in a migrant house. So like you have to be real honest. Even if you don't want to tell the truth about this, you have to tell the truth, because a liar is a thief and a thief is a murderer. That was her statement, point blank, period. Because if you're willing to lie about it, you're not willing to do unmentionables for it. And if you're willing to do the unmentionable, then you're willing to kill for it.
Yeah,
so a liar is a thief and a thief is a murderer.
Yeah, because they fall right into place, because if you lie, you're not willing to be dishonest about
exactly,
something.
So you're willing to do the unmentionable for it, and if you're willing to do that,
then you don't want to in that situation, because you don't used to be get away from a lie. So I don't want to get away from a lie.
You're anything to cover that first lie.
Yeah, exactly. You go to it compound immediately, man. It compound very fast. It always starts and just want to leave. Always that. They just want to leave, like, just want to leave. Just grab that thing. And right there,
right there, so it fester.
Yeah.
Right there, it fester. Right there. You have to nip things in at the bud, man. That's why, you know.
Yeah.
Like, tell you the simply reality with me, right? I have 5 kids and we have neighbors. So we allow the neighbors there if you come, play with the children there outside. Sometimes we allow them to come in at the house and things, but barriers get set, you know. Whatever they in the land in their house, it's quite and fine. But when they step through my door, I set my rules.
It's only right.
You understand? And I adamant about that. And if I find something where I feel like, okay, that don't look like that, like one of the girls where we bring cross with, you know, she come and we had dinner and all of that. My little daughter is 9 and 7, so I teach her how to wash up one thing right now. So when she come over, she eat. My little daughter then tell her like, after we done eat, we wash up. And so the other day my neighbor come and she like, you gonna make my daughter do dishes or something, because when she come home, she just come home, come wash up. And I'm so thankful for that. So like, you know that age old saying it takes a village. Like I understand what that means now, because that there's small scenarios, they're like innocently one day just come interact, but you have to take into account that they learn everything with children, especially when they see people they do. No matter where they say, then they watch where they do. Because they want to be just like that.
Another thing for a wise old grandmother, I mean, what you do at home, you carry abroad. So whatever you're used to at home, when you go into other people's house, when you go into other settings, you will carry yourself accordingly. Like another thing, like our neighborhood children, we make a shop. She used to sell ID and chips and things. So the children they call by. But when they used to first come, I'd be like, I want this, I want ID and chips, I want. I went and I called my guy and I tell him, good evening, I could please have, and repeatedly after every evening they come home from school. Till one spell they just, evening Miss Donna, I could please have this and then they go home and they carry the same thing. Good evening, ma, good evening.
No, that's very true, because one thing why it hurt me leave it, and I feel like it changed now, but I feel like we used to kind of desensitize when it comes to like foreigners, like just to say Chinese. When I'm small, the norm for me growing up, I used to think people go, China, why? Make her get I take it for my own, I had to unlearn that. I take it for my own. I said, good evening, man, I could please get this and thing, you go even a lead you, go to the spot.
I could
Evening and
please
become
have.
busy.
Yeah.
That, thank you very much. There are a lot of things like that, and I feel like we still that our next thing very, very true.
And
that
you could not want to think that there are people on the other and not feel that type of way about it too. I went to a store one evening and this Chinese Miss lady, you know, Chinese young lady, she is visibly distraught. She want her, I don't want to Chinese girl. You know, this Miss lady, she in her store, in her place of business, and she visibly distraught. She wants to cry. And so I take it upon myself. I had a human being to ask her what happened. I tell her good evening and I ask her what happened. He said, how the Belizean people are so disrespectful, right? You know, really they are too long. Maybe I said how they're very disrespectful, how you just had a group of children call and disrespect her when they go by, right? And I had to take it upon myself to apologize generally for we, and I tell a majority that we don't like that because there are, you know, we morally, we compass straight, we moral compass straight, you know. While we're not disrespectful. You can't make one group of people. And so I spent more time than I should have at that shop that
was
evening.
good, though.
You know.
Very empathetic.
I mean,
Yes,
but where it is because you know the city,
You gotta get for your own,
Definitely.
But where I come from, no, that's like
Down
and
here,
more personal.
you know, like you know them personally, you'll be like, oh, hi Lisa, this is the China lady, but you'll be like,
Yeah.
Yes.
Guys.
And the same way how I go to, you know, like, rather than having,
Alright,
okay,
good.
good. Alright, good. Shit,
My
that's
drink
it.
done.
Your
Yeah,
phone.
yeah, that's nice.
Oh, before you cut, let's not come on the roaches. I just want to say something.
We can.
I just want to say something while the camera is on. Wait, you don't turn off that one?
Yeah, bro. Let's go there, man. Let's go there. Well,
Thanks everybody for tuning in to what they say. Look out for more episodes. Appreciate it. One love. Again.
alright.
We can find.
Yo, social
So
media.
this way, why? Hey, this is a wicked episode.
What you just say?
What you just say? What you just say? What you just say?